Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Cerebral Smack Talk live on YouTube and StreamYard.com. It is Golem F. Michael Fletcher alongside Anthony Florio. We're just going to dive right on in, guys. We're just going to start it off, and we start off with TNA Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, that went down on Thursday, and then obviously followed that by WWE Smackdown Live. That went down last night. So, TNA, we started off with, the new international champion, Frankie Kazarian, was cutting a promo. Then was introduced, and then was introduced by the new Knockouts champion from NXT, Kalani Jordan, and that was interrupted by Trick Williams. And, we had a whole bunch of things going on. Pretty good promo by everybody involved, and it really exploded. It was a 2-for-1 because then after that, we had ourselves a 6-person tag as it was Trick Williams, Kalani Jordan, and Frankie Kazarian against Matt Hardy, Indy Hartwell, and Leon Slater. And when it was all said and done, the winners of the bout I don't have a time. This is what happened with Anthony just the other night. He had issues with timing. I don't have a time here, but the babyface team.
I got it.
Okay, all right. It was the baby
12:56.
The baby. Okay. The winners of the bout in 12 minutes and 56. Matt Hardy, Indy Hartwell, and Leon Slater. Solid fight. Great way to start the show. I really got nothing bad to say here. I would say 3.5 stars. So, Anthony, it's yours.
Leon Slater's rise continues, and that is rather nice to see. The guy is one of the most talented stars in the company, and he is holding up when it comes to the bigger challenges. You don't see that very often, though. I'm not quite sold on seeing the new champion take a fall less than a week after winning the title, but this is about 3.25, 3.5. I agree with the ratings. So, major momentum for Leon Slater before he has his huge X Division championship match against NXT's Javon Evans next Sunday night, Bound for Glory. So, in Lowell, Mass. So, which, by the way, on this program next week, we're going to preview that show next week. So, next Saturday night, we're previewing that sucker, and I can't wait to get into it. So, 3.25, 3.5 for that. So, with that being said, let's move on to our next match.
All right, just give me 1 second so that I can pull this out quick. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to find. Hold on. Where is the TNA notes? I'm sorry, guys.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. TNA report. Okay, there we go. So, this is the, yes. Okay. So we talked about the opening match. So we went like that. I'm trying to see. All right. Okay. All right. So the next up we had was the Angel Warriors. Then they went with versus Kat Von Neves and Ava Lawless. And it was the Angel Warriors winning the match in 4:06. We don't really need to get into that, Anthony. If you want, we can just bypass that. Then we had Nick Nemeth versus the Hometown Man. And let's see. And it was Nick Nemeth winning the match in 4 minutes and 19 seconds over the Hometown Man.
Hometown Man's first loss, and it's not exactly a terrible moment to lose to one of the biggest stars in the company. Same thing has happened to a bunch of people on the roster, and there is a good chance that continues for a little bit more. Hometown Man's deal is not exactly high concept stuff, but it's working well enough. I mean, we had that meet and greet in July where myself, Bullock, and Silvera got to meet him, and some other people from Special Olympics in Rhode Island got to meet him. So him and Sammy Callahan, awesome moment. But yeah, 2 stars. That's the best I can go. So, MF, your thoughts?
Yeah, 2 stars, no doubt about it. Really nothing more to add there. We just got Tasha Steelz versus Alicia Edwards. It was Alicia Edwards winning the match in 4 minutes and 23 seconds. Another 2 stars, really not much to talk about. It was an okay bout, but like I said, really nothing more to add. So, Anthony, it is yours.
The match was exactly what it needed to be. They gave us a nice preview of the Hardcore War at Bound for Glory. You don't often see Alicia Edwards getting in the ring for a match, but she can handle herself in there. And what little time she got here went well enough. And they're setting up the story well. That's a promising sign. And we're looking at this Bound for Glory card is very stacked. And this is one of the many. You can make an argument. Every match on that card is a highlight. And this might be the highlight right here. Although the Leon Slater Javon Evans match, I think that's going to steal the damn show. But
yeah,
this is going to be like their version of War Games. That's really what it is. So only it's inside of 1 ring instead of 2. So 2 stars. So exactly what it needed to be. So a nice little teaser for the Hardcore War.
Yep. And here we go. The main event of this episode, as it was the Knockouts Tag Team titles on the line. The Elegance brand going up against the Inspiration. Winners of the bout in 14 minutes and 17 seconds. And new TNA Women's Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Jessie McKay, Cassie Lee. The Inspiration, Anthony Florio, history was made, unprecedented crowning. We have new champions.
And dare I say, MF, it was iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Yes, it was.
Oh, our girls.
I think they would say. First off, they would say you naughty boy. You know it's inspiring, not iconic. But we can. But careful. But go ahead.
Technically, that's who they were. So
that's what they were. Yes.
I mean, it's probably the most excited we've been for them winning the titles since their epic tag title win at WrestleMania 35. I mean,
yes.
And I remember, nobody was more excited than you were because of the fact that they did it for SmackDown Live, obviously. But out of brand loyalty, that's why you were excited. But nonetheless, our girls, man, your girl Cassie Lee, my girl Jessie McKay. The femme fatale, but to be honest with you, as great as the match was, I gotta say by a smidge, this was the fight of the night. 3.5 stars. They didn't really have much other choice here. After the devastating injury to Ash by Elegance, which caused her to relinquish the Knockouts Championship at Victory Road, there's very little reason to keep the Elegance brand together. And the Inspiration, they're a great example of a team who can give the title some stability before they drop them to another team down the line. If nothing else, this shows that the Inspiration has still got it rather than living off their past successes. That was very much needed here. So excellent, great moment here. History indeed made. It was most certainly an unprecedented crowning, and I couldn't be happier for them. They've been through a lot, and yeah, great moment. So 3.5 stars, fight of the night. So not much more to say. MF, our girls have done it again. Inspiration, the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions once again. Second time.
Yeah, unbelievable moment. The fans were pumped. I was like, yes, about it. I know you were very happy. I was very happy. And like you said, the Elegance brand is no more. Ever since Ash by Elegance was forced to leave due to an injury, and they never really specified what the injury was, though. That's the thing that really concerns me, is that we don't know the full extent of this injury, whatever it may be. So, yes, the Elegance brand makes history. They are the new tag team champions.
Inspiration.
Love it. Happy for them. Huh?
You said the Elegance brand. You meant the inspiration.
Oh no, I meant inspiration. Yeah, but look, the Elegance brand did fine. They got their moment in the spotlight. They got the tag team titles, but like you said, I think it's time that Heather and M kind of break their own way and probably go off on their own path. And we'll wait and see what this future may hold for them. So overall, 7 out of 10, not bad. I mean, could have been better, but solid for what it was worth. But still, good show. And like I said, maybe the fight, you can make an argument that the fight of the night was the women's tag fight. You could even make an argument that the 6-person tag could be fight of the night too, because those two matches were really good. So nothing more to say, Anthony. Quick thought, and then we'll get into SmackDown.
I mean, all eyes should be on. I mean, when it comes to creative, everything should be set on Bound for Glory, and that's only going to happen after the big NXT TNA showdown on Tuesday night. That makes for a bit of a rush build, though the stuff with NXT will give TNA even better exposure, and they need to get that Bound for Glory build exclusively, which hopefully will be the case next week. So, not much more to say. I completely agree. It's a solid 7 out of 10. So with that, we get into Friday Night SmackDown from last night.
All right. With that said, we do indeed lead it off, and the first thing we had was the United States Heavyweight Championship Open Challenge. Sami Zayn puts the title on the line yet again, and this time the opponent, Aleister Black, winner of the bout in 15 minutes, 17 seconds, was indeed Sami Zayn successfully defending the title. Man, a great matchup, but I gotta punish it in this sense. The interference of Damian Priest causing the distraction, I think, now I get it, it's storyline purpose because, Aleister Black, and that rivalry is still going, so I get it, there's no need for us to get into that part. However, at the end of the day, I felt like it could have been done a little differently. I'm not going to argue too much. It's still a 3.5 to 3 3/4 of a star match. It was a great matchup, no doubt about it. So nothing more to say. Anthony, it's yours. Sami successfully defends.
And what was that time again?
15-17.
That's what I thought. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. 3.5, 3 3/4 of a star. They had a decent amount of time to make this a good performance that got better as it went. It would have been way better with a clean finish, but it helps keep the feud going with Damian Priest and Aleister Black. And when MF sets the table for next week's show, wait till you hear how those two are gonna settle it next week. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna take that away from MF. So let me say this about Sami Zayn. He deserves a lot of credit for being versatile enough to work with anyone and make them look good. Before this match last night, the only televised match that Sami Zayn and Aleister Black had was 6 years ago on SmackDown, which was won by Aleister Black. And the way Black hit Sami with a knee while he was diving off the top rope looked awesome. Great matchup here. You can make an argument this was the fight of the night here. 3.5, teetering on 3 3/4 of a star. Not much more to say except MF. We move on to some women's tag team action.
Yes, indeed. Women's tag team action definitely in it, as it was Zarya and Sol Ruka from NXT going up against Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. And it was Zarya and Sol Ruka winning the match. And, well, let's just say it. Chelsea Green got soul snatched. Anthony, it is all yours.
And did that soul snatcher look picture perfect on that?
Oh, absolutely. I was like, what a move.
How would you like to have those two on SmackDown in the future?
Absolutely.
I know you would. And what was that time again? I'm sorry, I got a little excited about the match.
340.
Yeah. Decent match, but it felt like it was just getting going when it ended. Chelsea Green is consistently the most entertaining person in every segment she is in. And it is so weird how WWE just ignored the men's speed title now that it's not a Twitter X thing anymore. And it is wild how Sol Ruca can accurately hit that finisher so often. No surprise with the outcome here. I mean, Sol Ruca especially needed it because let's not forget, Sol Ruca is going to be a part of that women's NXT team as part of that huge traditional Survivor Series elimination match this Tuesday night on NXT.
Yep.
Alongside of Lola Vice, Jada Parker, and JC Jane when they go up against Team TNA. So, and we will review that show Tuesday night as part of Ridiculously Raw, so you don't want to miss that. So, anywho, 1.5 to 2 stars, way too short for my liking. A nice showcase for Zarya and Sol Ruca. Who knows, MF? Maybe this could put them in line for a future opportunity at Charlotte and Alexa and those women's tag titles.
They were talking about that, and Charlotte and Alexa were watching. So maybe, you never know. It's very possible that they could be the next in line.
Definitely. So 1.5 to 2 for me. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I would say about 2. I thought it was an okay match. Showcase more than anything else, but at the end of the day, the right outcome definitely happened, and I was pretty happy with the way that they played. So yeah, no, I really got nothing more to say here. So let's just move right on along. The next up that we did have on this program, we had some promo stuff. We're just gonna bypass it. Then we had Javon Evans and Ray Phoenix. They went up against Los Garza. And it was Ray Phoenix and Javon Evans winning the match winning the bout in 9 minutes and 21 seconds. So yeah, solid win for them. Very good matchup to say the very least. And yeah, I really enjoyed how that played out. Big win for them. To say the very least, I think it was a very solid outcome. I really got nothing more to say. This was easily another, 3-star bout. And Anthony, it is all yours.
Solid 3. All 4 of these men can be classified as high flyers. So it was nice to see that they incorporated some other kinds of offense along the way. They still did lots of high-risk moves, but that wasn't all this was. All 4 men worked hard to put on an entertaining show. It was especially nice to see Los Garza get a chance to shine after feeling neglected in recent months, even though they are former AAA World Tag Team Champions. WWE seems determined to have Ray Phoenix team up with everyone except his brother, Penta. But don't worry, that's coming soon enough. And the way Los Garza did a slingshot to send Javon Evans into a big right hand was a fun spot. And did you notice that Javon Evans, on a tope suicida, took out a cameraman? Oh,
yup.
Down goes the cameraman. So, but that just shows you how balls to the wall Javon Evans is, and I can't say it enough. I cannot wait for that match next Sunday night at Bound for Glory. Javon Evans, Leon Slater for that X Division title. That is going to be.
It's probably going to be Fight of the Year candidate. Like, that's how crazy this is about to get. Like, Fight of the Year candidate. Possibly.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yep.
Stop. Trick Williams and Mike Santana may be selling that show, but those two are going to steal it. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. On that. More on that next week. So, solid 3. So with that, MF,
future content for SmackDown Live. Yep, setting the table. It will be, first off, the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits for the WWE World Tag Team Championships. That's going to be on the line. Then we also will have in a special tag team match. This was because of a promo that happened earlier on the show. It will be WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton and the World Women's Champion from Monday Night Raw, Stephanie Vauquer. They will team up. Yes, they are going to be opponents at Crown Jewel in Perth, but the night before that event, they will be teammates. They will be working together as they'll take on the Women's United States Champion, Julia, and her confidant, Kiana James. But that's not the match that Anthony has us excited for, because it will be Damian Priest going one-on-one with Aleister Black.
Listen to this.
Last man standing.
Can you say be a man fight?
You heard me right. Be a man. That is exactly what it's going to be. So, last man standing, the women's tag team match, and a WWE Tag Team Championship matchup. That's all going to be next week, live. Well, recorded. If in the United States, it'll be recorded. However, if you got Netflix, you'll get to see this live internationally.
8 o'clock
because
in the morning.
They are going to be
8 o'clock in the morning. You better be prepared to get that breakfast ready.
Because it will be from Perth, Australia, the site of Crown Jewel.
RAC Arena.
In the main, and the main event for this episode, it was The Vision, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. They went up against Randy Orton and WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. When it was all said and done, the winners of the bout in 15 minutes and 24 seconds, the Brawnies, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed, thanks to some help from Seth freaking Rollins, who actually curb stomped Randy Orton, that led to the tsunami for the 1, 2, 3. But then Seth wanted it to try to double down and try to get Cody Rhodes. Oops, mistake. He got Crossroads in the process.
Yeah.
So, nothing more to say. Anthony, I believe, Anthony, you lead off on this, so it is yours.
Time of the fall.
The Brawnies wins the match in 15-24.
Another 3.5 stars. This match had a good amount of time, but it felt very basic in a lot of ways. It was like you could predict every move before they did it. Nothing surprising or interesting happened, but on the plus side, nothing looked bad either. And the show cut to a break about a minute after the bell rang. The entrances took up so much time. And the way Braun Breaker put Cody Rhodes through that barricade was great. Absolutely great and amazing. And Cody gets one up on Seth Rollins before their big match at Crown Jewel. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, by hook or by crook, this is the biggest win for Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed as a tag team yet. When you beat a team the caliber of the most over guy in WWE right now, the guy who is literally the face of the company, in Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE champion. And on top of that, a guy who a decade ago was, as dubbed by the Authority, the face of WWE at one time in his own career, Randy Orton. And you think of Randy Orton's resume, all the world titles he won, every title and accolade Randy Orton's won. Even if it's by hook or by crook, the Browns winning this match, it's their biggest win, beating a future Hall of Famer in Randy Orton, and the guy who right now, as we all know, is the face of WWE in this day and age right now in the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Do you have any idea how monumental and huge that is for them? Their stock's is gonna rise up exponentially after that.
Oh, sky high. Yes, absolutely. Agreed.
Huge. So 3.5 stars, MF, for the Bronze, Breaker and Reed, their biggest win when you beat the face of the company nowadays and one of the all-time greats who is no doubt a future Hall of Famer in his own right. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It is. You can't deny it. There's no way around it. You definitely are correct about that. This was huge. This is a big win for them, and I'm very happy for them. They deserve this moment. So yeah, there's really nothing more to say. 3.5 stars is my rating for the show, or 3.5 stars is the rating for the main event. Overall, I would say about 7.5, 8 out of 10. I think it was a fine show. It was good for what it was worth. The in-ring action was good. I cannot wait for next week, though. I cannot wait for Perth, Australia. Cannot wait for that Smackdown. This got the makings of a very good show. So we'll wait and see how it plays out. Nothing more to say. Anthony, 7.5 to 8. You got the last word before we say goodnight.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm going to go 7.5 to 8 out of 10 as well. I mean, another solid show, another very good show. And look, last night saw a nice mixture of up-and-coming stars plus some matches that helped boost the bigger stories around there. If nothing else, it was nice to see less of a focus on the crown jewel title matches, as those are pretty much set. The ending was a nice way to go and boosted up Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins without hammering it into the ground again. A rather nice show here, and the future is looking nice around the blue brand. And I don't know what else there is to say. So decent job of setting up next week's show. They're really trying to make the go home show feel important these days. They've had, but they have had seriously mixed results with that effort. It hit that 7.5 to 8 very easily. Had a trend overall of towards very good. Didn't quite reach that point, but it is what it is. So 7.5 teetering on 8, no doubt about it. So with that being said, MF, let's call it a night and let's set up the future content for next week.
Yes, we do. Will. All right. So Tuesday night, we do it all over again with Ridiculously Raw, hosted by Anthony Florio. Then on Thursday night, obviously, once again, another edition of College Football Thursday, our TXN Sports World College Football Thursday, a smorgasbord Thursday, because we got to sell some really good games coming up this week, and it's all led to the big one, Red River Rivalry, Texas, Oklahoma, from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. That is the one of the featured games of the week. Then NFL Friday, we got all the NFL action. And then, guys, at some point, we got to kind of get a preview in. I think we might do this on Tuesday, Anthony. We might get the preview in for Crown Jewel in Perth on this one, because we got no other. However, when we do Cerebral Smack Talk, we're only focusing on the Crown Jewel show. So we just want to let you know, just to let you guys know, when you come back here next Saturday, Saturday night,
we've also got a Bound for Glory preview. Let's not forget that.
And we will preview Bound for Glory. So results from that, Bound for Glory recap, and then on the next Tuesday episode, we will recap the Bound for Glory, and then we'll do the Monday Night Raw and NXT. So Bound for Glory will lead it off, then it'll be the Raw, then it'll be NXT. So that's the layout for the next couple of weeks, all right? So, just to give you guys a heads up. So, all right, that's it. We're out of here. For Anthony Florio, I'm Michael Fletcher, saying so long, everybody. We'll see you all on Tuesday night.
Goodbye.